Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Alpha Traders. Getting the more reserved, more laid back Bilbo today. He's got his prescription glasses now. And he's feeling good. He can actually see the charts from afar. I don't have to stick my face up in the monitors like a goon. Feel better. Feel much better. More relaxed. Until I'm not, right? So, got a new weekly. Right? Kind of a bearish weekly candle that we close. Not kind of. It's definitely a bearish weekly candle. Rejected up first standard deviation, normal distribution. Closed down below the mean of the projection from the 41K low. This is a battlefield right here. This white dotted line is a battlefield. When you look on these high time frames, you use these projections, this tells you a lot about where these algos are going to be battling for supremacy. The bear algos, right? They're going to try to keep it below here. They're definitely going to try to keep it below here. We're going to need, if we can get a 2SD move, kick this up to 50K this week. You know, they're going to be talking tomorrow about the Bitcoin. God, I can't even think straight. Chime in, MJ. Let me see here. Yeah. The ETF. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But look, inflation's good for Bitcoin. It's always been good for Bitcoin. I fully expect this market to rebound. It already has. We were at 33K a few weeks ago, right? And everybody's crying, going to zero again, bury Bitcoin. Here we are, right? We got up to what, almost 45? Yeah. About 40, 45.5, I think, is what the high was. 45.6. I can't remember. Yeah, look at me jumping right back up. Yeah, no, almost 45K. Beautiful. So this will be interesting to see what plays out this week. Can we close above the mean at least? Right about. You can see how the blue dot, right? It dropped a little bit, that first standard deviation on the weekly to the top side. We can get up there and close. We need to close a weekly candle above the mean of that projection. 44, let's just be safe and say 44.5. All right, let's get up there and close this week above there. If not, make a run to the 2SD. We haven't had it in a while. We haven't had an actual close up by the second standard deviation in quite some time. We have to the downside, not to the top side. So the news coming out tomorrow, right? That's what I'm going to take a look at the charts. Usually you can tell in the charts, all right? You're going to be able to look in the charts and tell what the news is coming out. So we'll see. We'll see if it's positive or negative for Bitcoin. What the charts are saying. Oh, somebody buy that pretty whale. A whale alert over here. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's kick over to the daily VRE, right? Boring ass weekend. Totally boring ass weekend, correct? What did it do? Ranged in between the 68.3 Laplace distribution, especially yesterday. I mean, ding, 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 ding. Here's the thing though, we have had, like yesterday, really tight price action volatility range. Today, pretty tight itself. We're having a nice little pump right now, actually. So this is what I'm kind of looking for. Look at the new weekly range. Now, what was I talking about? I told everybody the new weekly range is going to move up. Did it? Yes. Look, it put some distance. Here's the top of the monthly, center, bottom. We're starting to put some distance between the monthly and the weekly range. Mark my words right now. If we can close a daily candle above, let's be safe and say, I mean, I might even shoot it all the way up to 44. But the top side of the weekly right now is at 43,780. I want to push that up. We can close a daily candle above 44. You're probably going to see Bitcoin. Let's see here. There's the Wow, that is super close too. Very interesting. Usually the weekly R1 is going to be a lot farther. The second, the R2 is, so is what that's telling me. This is going to be easy. Easy pickings for the R1. Let's see if we can close today's daily candle or tomorrow. Well, today, right? We got a couple hours. Let's see if we can close tomorrow's daily candle up above 44.8. All right, we do that. We're going to shoot to this R2 probably 47.5 area. And we're going to have to see how price action reacts up there. And there we go. The weekly R3. We usually don't get by these areas on a weekly candle, right? So 49.1. That would be good. That would almost be a 2 standard deviation move on the weekly, just what I was talking about. And where was that one SD? Yeah, 45.8. So this will be yeah. So this R1 on the weekly, it's about $1,000 below that area. So if we can close a daily above this, we're going to make our immediate run probably that 45.8 region for standard deviation on the weekly to the top side. Then if we can close the daily above that 1 SD, we're going to make that move up towards $50,000 Bitcoin. Again, and from what I'm seeing on here, possibly could be some good news coming in tomorrow. And people that think that's BS, you just don't understand the way these markets work. Somebody that can really read the volatility, probability, and statistics indicators will be able to tell you the news coming out. That's just the way it is. This isn't going to work in traditional technical analysis. They're lagging indicators. These indicators are setting the stage for what's about to happen. That's what's great. That's what's fantastic about these indicators. Okay, let's see. What's the center of that at? Let's close today's daily at least above 33,250. That'd be real nice. Close up here above the center of the weekly range. Watch this though. Watch when the price action gets up here. There's going to be a little battle right here, right? There's going to be a battle in this weekly range. I'll tell you what, right now, the bears, they do not want Bitcoin's data set above this area. Because if it happens, they're shit out of luck. The algos are going to take, the algos will push this sucker higher. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. What's going on with the long and shorts? Let's see here. A lot of the longs falling off today on Bitfinex. Not a lot, but Jesus, there's still a massive imbalance. 35,000 longs, 2,400 shorts. Yeah, right. Since we're at the 71K high, I mean, these longs are just stubborn. They're not getting out of their position. So stop, everybody. It's time to make some money. All right. I'm not even actively trading. I'm cheerleading from the sidelines. Go, let's go Bitcoin. Make some people some money. Obviously, I hold some long term, but as being an active trader, not right now. And I'm enjoying my vacation, to be honest. 100%. Shit wears you out, man. Shit wears you out. You cannot let it get the best of you. It'll wear you down, especially, at least if you have like, and I don't consider it an addiction when you're getting good entries, right? And you're not using leverage. This is what you do. You're a trader, right? You're supposed to know what you're doing. You're not supposed to be losing more money, right? Most people are just losing. They'll get one big win, and that'll give them some determination to, okay, well, I can use more leverage now. And they, when it's all said and done, these people are like 20-30% winning. That's not winning, that's losing. I remember somebody years ago was like, oh, I'm a winner. What's your P&L? Oh, it's like 38%. It's like, you're not winning shit. That's not a winner. That's a loser. And in trading, there's winning. There's no in between, in my opinion, right? So say you're 50% on your P&L. What the hell? So what, are you just wasting time sitting in front of the computer? Because you're not making money. You're not making anything. It's all about making money. If this is what you're going to do, get that through your heads. All you traditional TA traders out there, drawing funny lines on your charts and then wondering why you get wrecked. Let's take a peek over here at the ultimate power mean. Talked about this last week. Now look what the bulls are trying to do right now. I said the first area it's going to get tested is this reverse wave trend. The bears are going to be like, all right, bulls. And there was some bear div from these data sets, right? So the bears are going to come down and test this reverse wave trend. And all weekend, they're trying to push it down. Got a nice bounce right here yesterday. Or wait, was that this morning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Got a nice bounce on the first 4 hour of the candle, or first 4 hour candle of this day, right? We're on the last one right now. Ran down, got a nice bounce right here off the 99 length of variance log moving average. And now coming towards the end of the day, the bulls are pushing it up. Let's see if we can close above the 9 length variance log moving average and the 33 length variance log moving average that are straddling the reverse wave trend right now, the white dotted line. This is going to be powerful close if we can do this. Yes. You can see we had the bands, right? They all flipped bullish, and these are power means. You still got about half that are still bullish. The other half are not. We got to flip this around. Close some candles. You can see what happened. We got outside these power means. Woo! Sucked right back down to the reverse wave trend. Let's get this baby up above. Yeah, I mean, it's up there around 43.8, right? 43.8. Isn't that far. Yeah, it's right up there at the top of the weekly. Yeah, right at the top of the weekly. Isn't that funny how that works? The alpha trading indicators. So yeah, get price action up above the band here of these power means. That is going to be closing. Get a daily candle close above the top of the weekly price action volatility range. Powerful. What did traditional markets close out? Spied down just a tick. I saw gold. Oh, I'm sure all the gold bugs are all excited. Oh my God, gold went up $60 or whatever it is right now. What's it up? $70 from where, right? It's called stable gold. It was hovering right around 1800 for how long? A long time. NASDAQ right now, yeah, up a little tiny bit. We'll see what happens when they pop back on. What's this looking like on the 12-hour? Yeah, we never made it down to the reverse wave trend. I would highly doubt it. Let's see. Yeah, actually, look at the perfect freaking bounce there. Nice bounce off the 9. Or no, 33. Sorry. 33 length variance log moving average on the 12-hour was right above the reverse wave trend. Remember, I talked about this reverse wave trend crossing up the reverse fissure. It's real nice that it didn't make it to the reverse wave trend. It bounced off of that variance log moving average set to a 33. There's a reason why I use it. You tell me why. But right now, look where we're at, right? Look where we're at. That's the 99 length variance log moving average. Bitcoin's bumping up against it right now, going into the close today. This 12-hour candle's bumping right up. It would be great to close above that. It's at 42,814. See if we can close 42,850-ish. All right, then that will also firmly plant us inside a daily close inside that weekly price action volatility range, where the bears don't even want the bulls closing in that area, right? The bears want BTC's data set closing down here, right? Preferably below this daily range, below 42,166. You know, I mean, hell, we were just there, right? And then whoop, coming into the end of the day, the bulls are pushing it up into the weekly range. The bulls want to close a daily candle in this range. That'll give them a little bit of momentum. So let's check the daily here. It's so nice sitting back, being able to see these charts. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, coming into the weekend, right? Coming into the weekend, we had that pullback from up there around that 45.8 region or whatever, got down below the daily reverse wave trend. Look what Bitcoin's trying to do now. It's back up above the Gaussian mean. That skinny white line is the Gaussian mean of the deviation bands that are the dots. And it is literally, right now, it is a tick above both of them. It's looking like the Gaussian band and the reverse wave trend are literally about $24 apart. 685, 662, $23 apart right now. This will fluctuate a little bit, right? That'll be a good close. Close this daily candle above both of those. Make another run up to where? The 99 length variance log moving average again. There's a reason why I use the numbers I do. They make sense. It's all a numbers game. Everything we do is numbers. It's all math, right? It's all math. It's been like that for me forever. All my trading, my entire trading career. Even when I was using that shit show traditional technical analysis, I always set up my lengths, right, with the 369 philosophy. Always paid off for me tremendously. What I didn't know back then, though, is that I was being freaking manipulated into using that type of analysis. That's not the type of analysis that's being used by the logarithms, by all the liquidity that's moving this market. They're not using traditional technical analysis. They want you to think they are, but they're not. They're not using it. The distribution proves it. They're trading the distribution and statistics, right? The volatility. That's what they're trading. Good times. Speaking of all that, now let's take a look at the weekly, and we're going to work our way down. One thing I noticed on the weekly chart was there was definitely some hidden bears setting up on the returns oscillator and on the log return Z-score. There is some hidden bear setting up. This is going to, okay, the historical volatility Z-score and the Shannon entropy percentile is going to determine everything on this weekly. Is it going to, because this Shannon entropy percentile, it's significantly positively correlated. That being said, it's flat right now. So when you have a flat entropy percentile, significantly positively correlated, right? That price is going to be stagnant. It's either going to be going sideways or walking down a little bit. The historical volatility Z-score, significantly positively correlated. And that Z-score is actually heading down. That in itself is telling you price action is going to be walking down. And and if you go up and you look right when that went, negatively correlated, and it was positive, or right when that Z-score turned down and it stayed positively correlated, that's when those daily candles were coming down. That's what happens. So we're going to need the Z-score of historical volatility to turn back up to the top side, and expansion on the Shannon entropy percentile, not contraction. That's a plus actually right there. And here's even another plus on this weekly. Look at this weekly candle right now. It's losing correlation. I mean, hell, we're only, what? We're barely into it a day, this new weekly candle. It's decreasing correlation to the downside, going into randomness. That's telling you price action is going to be walking up. So there's a little battle going on right here between this historical volatility Z-score and what we're seeing with the entropy indicators. If this was contracting down here, positively correlated, you would probably see a bright pink correlation here, right? A bright pink correlation here. And all that would be saying this is price action is going to be going down. And to be honest, this might have been bright pink before we just pumped $600. Probably was. But now that this thing's moving to the top side, the correlation is decreasing. It is decreasing. And the volatility percentile is contracting, positively correlated. These things need to change up, right? We need the historical volatility Z-score to turn up. We need expansion on the volatility percentile. What are you talking about, Bilbo? We need some volatility to come in. We don't need the volatility to contract here, not positively correlated, unless this correlation breaks, right? And you can drop down through time frames to see how this is possibly going to go. But like I said, there is hidden bull. There's hidden bull divergence between returns and price action. And we just looked, right? Look on the weekly, right? The daily's trying to close up above the reverse wave trend. Look at last week, shot up above it. Bears pushed it back down back down below the reverse wave trend. So We need to close this weekly candle above that 44K area up here above this reverse wave trend. Turn this baby around. Let's go. Let's go. Inflation's good for Bitcoin. Let's see it. Let's see how smart people are to realize what real sound money is. Not a good 5-day candle. Ugly. Ugly little 5-day candle. The same thing was happening on the 5-day. All right, especially on the returns oscillator, hidden bear divergence, trapped up under the reverse wave trend. And you can see, right? You can see what's going on. And when is that? We get a new one today, ladies and gentlemen. Here in, yeah, look, hour and a half, we get a new 5-day candle. This does not look bad, though. This does not look bad, really. I mean, the historical volatility Z-score is still heading up, significantly positively correlated, expanding, excuse me, expanding volatility positively correlated, significant, I might add. Shannon entropy percentile. The correlation's kind of flat. Just a tick, maybe just barely sloping down, but it's expanding. Doesn't look like the best 5-day candle close, but at the same time, see if we can at least create a doji. Yeah, let's see if this thing can close up there about $500 higher in the next hour and a half, and that actually won't look too bad. And I'm telling you, the bulls are trying. The bulls are definitely going to try. I'm glad we're getting a new 5-day candle in an hour and a half. We're getting a new 3-day candle in an hour and a half. Look at this 3-day. 3-day actually looks pretty good. So everybody that knows, volatility is creating these candles, not some magical candle fairy, right? Volatility is creating these. Let's see something here. I am doing well, Sayron. Just saw your message. I got on the stream chat. And Yasha, thank you for my 98%. Is that a sticker? That thing's awesome. Oh, shit. Because I always say 100%. Now I got a sticker I can use. When I'm not quite sure, I'll be 98% sure. So those of us that know volatility is creating these candles, not the magical internet candle fairy. No such thing. Your parents lied to you about the tooth fairy, Santa, and all that other bullshit. So anyway, we close up here. Let's see if we can make a run to this power mean. Same area, 43.5. Let's see if we can close up here above 43K. Man, that's going to be a nice little very volatile bull hammer to make a push to this 3-day reverse wave trend. Up there about 46.7. You guys, the fact I can even read these numbers from this far away is so amazing. Boy, what a great, I didn't know how bad my prescription was. Probably why I never wore my glasses. It gave me a freaking headache. Well, here we go. What about a 2-day? Yeah, we just got our 2-day yesterday, so that's fine. 2-day candle's looking good too. 2-day, the 3-day candle's looking great for that 5-day candle to have a reversal on this new incoming one. That's what I'm trying to get at. In this 2-day reverse wave trend, you can see on these higher time frames, where are we rejecting from on all these high time frames? The reverse wave trend. People are like, oh, that's traditional TA bullshit. It's like, dude, this is the reverse wave trend. It's a whole different animal. Very powerful indeed. Obviously. This is why we use all this stuff. This is why we created this indicator to begin with for everybody. It's beautiful. It has 5 plots. Wait till we release this publicly. This will turn some heads. We just have to build the description for it. And our description guru is on vacation, which is fine. He's enjoying himself out in the outback. Old Andy. He's out chasing wombats and shit. Good for him. He's going to send me a wombat pelt. Heard they're soft. They're cute little boogers. Look like big groundhogs. Let me see. Now to the daily. Yep. let's get this baby above that reverse wave trend. That's where it's all going to start, right? Got to close this daily back up above it. Then that'll start to roll uphill, the 2-day, the 3-day, the 5-day, and eventually the weekly. We get back up above it on the weekly. I'm telling you right now, when you get the daily, the 2-day, the 3-day, the 5-day, and the weekly back up above the reverse wave trend, fireworks. Fireworks. Obviously, the 99 length variance log moving average is going to be really powerful to pass. Then you've got the daily reverse Fisher up there around 51.3. Right? Got to get by these things. Got to happen. The Shannon entropy percentile contraction right now, negative, heading into negative correlation. That's usually a good ebb and flow into that thing flip back up positively correlated with expansion. Look at this daily candle going into the end of the day. We're building correlation to the top side, starting to drop out of randomness. Still random, excuse me, but it is dropping. And so it's real good I'm seeing on the daily. We have volatility contraction negatively correlated while all the APPs are turning up. All right, if you guys that are using this indicator, you need to understand to look for things like that. My God, at some point I will change in ball busting app. I've never seen such a ball busting app as that damn thing. Always sending me messages. It's like, for Christ's sake, dude, leave me alone. Can't you see I'm working in magical internet land? My magical internet JPEGs, my magical internet monies. Give me a break, man. The volatility Z-score is coming down, heading into negative correlation. Yeah, this looks good for a little pumperoo. But like I said, close this daily candle. I mean, it would behoove these bulls to close it above 43K. Put a little space up there. And why do I say that? That gives a little room for those scumbag little honey high bears to push it down to the reverse wave trend. And the bulls just rip it up from there. That'd be real nice to see. All right. Oh, silly bears, all stoned on honey, thinking Bitcoin's going to wherever they think it's going to. Still sitting in their shorts, probably. Yeah, let them. Let them, man. And actually, because we do have that hidden bear on the weekly. But right now, I mean, we're bouncing right here. This bounce could turn into something special. I mean, there is hidden bull on the daily. Maybe that hidden bull could knock out that hidden bear on the weekly. We'll see. We will see. To be a powerful move. 12-hour. Yeah, it looks like the log return Z-score turning back up. Looking like it's attempting to cross back up the MA there. Oh, it's right at it right now. Don't want a rejection there. Don't want a rejection there. Price action will probably follow that. Nice. Contracting. Shannon entropy, negatively correlated. CC, right? Beautiful. Same as on the daily. Building core entropy dropping, starting to drop in the trend. Correlation building to the top side. Historical volatility Z-score heading into positive correlation, rising, contracting volatility, negatively correlated, APPs turning up. I like what I see. Do you understand how you look at these charts, and then I will go out on a limb right now and say the news tomorrow is going to be positive, right? That's what I'm going to go out on a limb and say. But there's a probability that it won't be too. This is what the charts are telling me, though, that news tomorrow is going to be good. So we'll see how it works out. Yeah, and that 12-hour, yeah, we got stifled at that 33. Close the day above there. Like I said, 43, man, that's a good area because that gives a lot of leeway, a lot of things if when the bears push back to bounce off of, right? Daily wave trend, 33 length varying slug moving average on the 12-hour. Fishers are turning up. No div. There was div on the 12-hour on the deviation log pro. You can see we're starting to build a nice positive candle now, though. That div played out, right? That div played out. It was on the Z-score. It was on the returns oscillator. It was on the Fisher. This is why we use this for divergence, people. We don't use all the bullshit traditional TA indicators for divergence. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, or you need this pounded into your thick skulls, the only divergence that matters is the divergence between returns, between log returns and price action. It's literally giving you insight into what the algos are thinking. The return on your investment is diminishing. Did I read that in a book somewhere? Absolutely not. There's fucking 0 people out there talking about this. Do you understand that? Except Alpha Trading. We are the only ones out here talking about the divergence between returns and price action. That's what's a riot to us. We just are like, hey, do what you're doing. Nothing to see here. While they're doing all their other crazy stuff, we're just chilling, man. We're chilling. We know we know the truth about these markets. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we cracked the freaking code. Everybody's been trying to do it. Well, what the hell? The algos. What are the algos doing? I'll tell you what the algos are doing. We tell every stream, we tell you what the algos are doing. Right? That's what these indicators are telling you. They're not telling you the relative strength index. Who gives a shit about that crap? Who gives a shit about stochastics? Who gives a shit about the MACD using freaking exponential and simple moving averages, however the hell you have it set up? Who gives a crap about all that? We don't. We want to know what these algos are doing. And when you trade volatility, probability, and statistics, it tells you that. But now, keep what I just said earlier, keep that in mind. We are the only ones talking about this stuff. There's other clowns out there attempting to make indicators like this. They don't know how to use them. And they sure don't know about the divergence between price action and returns at all. And they're way behind on the entropy thing. And you know who else is even way behind on the entropy thing? And this is what gives us even a better edge? Are these high frequency trading firms, right? They're just catching on to entropy. They literally just caught on to the Laplace distribution. That's why if you go back in time and you project the normal distribution, right, the bell curve of normal distribution, you will see how that was respected all the time on high time frames. Now it's Laplace distribution. It's all getting switched up because it's a better distribution model to use for highly volatile assets. Whew. Jesus. It's like 65 out today. I'm getting warm too. I'm ranting. Am I ranting again? Bilbo, you're supposed to be doing an analysis, not ranting. It's okay. We got down to the 12-hour, right? Without the rant. Now I'll go to the 4-hour. Oh, yeah. I like the 4-hour. Like the 4-hour. Yeah, expanding positively correlated, expanding positively correlated, heading to the top side, heading back into positive correlation. Ding, 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 ding. Returns oscillator bouncing directly off the zero mean, positively correlated. Right? Positively correlated. DLP moving back up, losing that power to the down. Did I lose you guys? What the shit? I don't know. I think I just got abducted for a second. My whole Discord went down. Oh boy. I'm back now. What the hell just happened? Whole screen went black. Are they here again? Got the window. Damn it. Stay away. I think the high frequency trading firms have been sending alien bat warships to abduct me again.
I think it was the Laplace trading firms coming after you.
Yes, it could have been the Laplace trading firms. For sure. It's like they send these warships, right? And they're shaped like the Laplace distribution. They used to look like the bell curve. These babies are big and they're a lot fatter. Oh boy. Where the hell was I? I was on the 4-hour. Yeah, I was saying how delicious the 4-hour looked. Okay, now let's go, because that's where I'll start intraday trading, right? Like first, right? We're at the beginning of the week. So I'm starting way up here on the weekly. The rest of the week, I'll take a quick peek at the daily and the 12-hour just to get a little idea. And then I'm on the 4-hour. This is where I'm getting my trend for the intraday. Where do I want to risk my capital? Do I want to take the top side trades or the downside trades? Am I longing or am I shorting today? I'm not saying I'm not doing both, but if the trend on the 4-hour is saying to the top side, that's where I'm going to expose myself. Say there's 3 Bitcoins in a trading account, right? And the trend on the 4-hour is saying to the top side. This is what all the indicators that are tracking these algos, they're telling me top side. I'm going to use 3 Bitcoins to trade with to the top side. 0 leverage. I'm just going to use the full power of my account. If I see an opportunity for a counter trend trade to the downside, I'm using 1. Right? That's how that works. I'm not saying I don't trade both ways. I'm just saying I will fully expose my account with the 4-hour trend. I will underexpose it by a third counter trend trading. And just what if you try it. Even if you got $300 in an account, trade with the trend with all $300. If you counter trend trade with $100. Don't be emotionally attached to your trade. Take your freaking profit and limit your loss. And tell me at the end of an intraday trading day that you're down trading the 15 and 5-minute charts and you have 10 to 15 trades a day, how it turned out for you once you learn how to use these indicators. Until then, just study. Just study them. Study, 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 study. 90 minute. What time is it? Gotta hear my HEPA filter too. Hopefully that's not annoying. Too loud. Dogs are a little dusty. It hasn't rained in forever. I'll tell you what, I do like that. Look at this 90 minute. Look what happened on the 90 minute. Rejection, rejection, rejection. All right, reverse wave trend. White dotted line, 90 minute, drop below it. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Above, going in to the end of the day. Look at the power mean band starting to flip up. Look at the variance log moving averages. They all have flipped up. The band's starting to flip up. They would already be blue, but it's on a gradient. So it takes a little bit. And it takes a little bit to fully change. Yes, this is the best looking indicator on TradingView. Yes, it's a private indicator. Yes, it won't be long before it's public. That's right. People are going to be like, what the fuck have these geniuses put together here? I guess there's a little something for all you trend traders out there that have been using all those other shitty trend analysis tools. Like that fucking dumbass Super Guppy. Now, if they would take that Super Guppy and turn that into, I'm not, never mind. How's that? How's that? Never mind. I'm not going to tell them what to do with it. Nothing to see here. Continue with what you're doing. Let's see. Yeah, this 90 minutes. I mean, look at the 90-minute volatility. What's the first thing you notice? 100% positively correlated. So that's why you're seeing this indecision on this 90-minute for the last whatever, however many candles, 5. All this, boom, down, 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 right? And then we had a push. Now this one's down. Let's close above this reverse wave trend on the 90-minute. You know where I want to close in this last hour and 15 minutes coming up. I want this thing closing above 43K. The bears don't, for sure, right? And their bears will be bears. Got all those sticky paws. They've been in every honey barrel and a freaking 30 square mile radius. They're crazy and they get on that shit. Crazy. Just does it. Yeah, no bear diff. No hidden bear diff on anything. Yep, clean. When I say it's a clean chart, it means there's no divergence between returns and price action. And that's what you want to see, right? When you're having this little flutter here, when you're back up above this reverse wave trend on this 90-minute, and I don't see any bear divergence at all, you're all good, man. This thing can freaking run, especially we get a nice little bump here. Nice little bump off of the zero mean. It's hanging right on it right now. Yep, yep, yep. Beautiful. Yeah, no div. No dividity do. See, it's on the 45 though. A little bit of hidden bear. Just on the returns oscillator though. Just on the returns oscillator. Not on the Z-score log returns. The correlation on the entropy percentile just went flat on us. That's kind of why. That's why this price action, right, got stifled. Correlation went flat with this expansion. So I'll be watching on the bet. You know, that's a good thing because if this contracts like it did over here and goes into negative correlation, we're going to start walking up going into the new day. And just like the 90-minute, 45 entropy percentile, pegged at 100. Now, this is a low setting. This is a 636, right? Let's see something real quick. A little bit of contraction. Yeah, that's why this 45-minute candle's coming down a little bit. It started contracting. A little bit of contraction, positively correlated. And we know what happens. Walk down. Same with historical volatility. Z-score turning down a little bit, positively correlated. Correlation for the entropy, follow that. Nothing. Nothing. Good, good, good. Yeah, ever since we dumped, right? Yeah, ever since we got that little dumpy poo. And look on the 45 here. Yeah. That the reverse wave trend was making its way to cross up that reverse fissure Boy, it's real close now. Look at all these variance log moving averages piling up. This is a good place to close up here, man. Good place to close up here for a nice little freaking rocket party. Get all this shit turning up. 45, and start working that up through the entire time frames. See something. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we want here, right? Because that reverse Fisher turning back down after all, you know, we made that nice move. Get this thing, another 45 and 90. It's a good close. 45 is even better because it's yeah, just showed you. Looks pretty much the same, except on the 45, it's already above that reverse Fisher. That's a start. Close there. Use that as some momentum to cook up into the 90-minute. What a joy Bitcoin is. Now, just for shit and giggles, since we got a new week, I'm going to bounce over here, last couple minutes here of the stream. Stay up in that weekly range, right? Like I just said it earlier, the bulls want to close in this weekly range. That's right where it's at now. There's the top side. Yellow dotted line is the middle. The bears do not want a daily close in here. They could fight this off. They could fight this off for a couple days. The bulls are trying to push this thing. That's what this was all about. This move from down here. Where'd it bounce off of? 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the daily. Right up into the weekly range. The bulls want to close up in this weekly range. It's going to determine a lot for me today. And the new daily price action volatility range is going to work its way up. Right now, it's going to be about 42.5 area. Right up in here. Go bulls. Go bulls. Put the horns to them. Put the horns to them. I'm not even a Texas fan. Hook 'em horns. Now, do what I said I was going to do. Freaking lose it. Let's see what happened with SPY here. New weekly price action volatility range. There it is. I mean, SPY couldn't even get above the 68.3 Laplace distribution range to the top side. Are the algos using Laplace distribution? Yeah, they are. Got 3 wicks right there. Reject, reject, reject. Boop. Down to where? The daily S1. That green line is the daily S1 for the daily price action volatility range. Bounced from there, closed inside the 68.3 on the daily. Tomorrow, I would not be a bit surprised to see SPY maybe pre-market get up into this weekly range. But at the same time, it would be a lot healthier if it's just really calm during pre-market. And then we have a little organic growth tomorrow, right? Right up into the weekly range, close above 448. If that happens this week, SPY is going to start moving back up to the top side. But as of right now, remember I said on that monthly, let's go over here real quick so I don't give out the wrong numbers. Now I've talked about it, I just don't remember. Where you at, SPY? There you are, and the monthly. SPY is going to be at that 432 area or 480, right? Why? Because of that tight monthly range. That's why. Super tight monthly range. 432, 481. It's going to want to move. So far, it's been to the downside, but that monthly range is so tight. This damn thing could dump down there, and you could see, I mean, the biggest bear trap that you have seen in a while in SPY, and that thing rip up to the top side for a new all-time high in the next 4 days. I will laugh my ass off if that happens. Because there's a lot of people out there, retail traders trading the traditional markets, got no clue about this way of trading. And if they only had that clue, it would give them probabilities of what's going on with the price action, but they just refuse, which is fine. Okay, So yeah, that's my take on SPY. Just a little quick couple-minute dealio. I wanted to see where that new weekly price action volatility range. So look, if we have a calm pre-market tomorrow, that'd be healthy for SPY to just grow throughout the day and get up in that weekly range. If you gap up in there in the morning, it's probably going to come back down 100%. So, well, I'll use my new sticker, 98%. So we'll have to see what happens. But if you are watching this on YouTube for the first time, we are Alpha Trading, and we trade volatility, probability, and statistics. Right? It might look a little strange to you the way we do our trading. Well, that's because you've been manipulated into using traditional technical analysis. We're here to tell you it's not the way, but if you want to continue on that path, there's nothing to see here, continue on. If you want to make a change, you're tired of being manipulated, the link to our Discord is in the description of all of our videos. Come in, check us out, look in the shop channel. There's 2 different levels to our Discord that gets you access to the Alpha Trading system, right? We don't sell indicators here. We sell access to our Discord that allows you to use the Alpha Trading system. Okay? Open up a support ticket. Tell us what's on your mind. We're friendly a bunch of people. We'll answer any questions you have. And I want to thank you guys for watching live in the Discord. As usual, we love you guys. We thank you for your support. And wherever you're living on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We will see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Everybody have wonderful, I already said that, but hell, have another wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. How's that? See you guys.